Warning, you are about to enter the BGP suite. No thongs, no boy shorts, no thigh highs, no commandos are permissible. BGP, big girl panties only. So pull up to woman up. And no, please don't leave with your panties in a bunch.
Hey, we are BGP and we are going to jump right into this topic. Meanwhile, in entertainment news, we want to talk about DMX's alleged fiancé, Miss Desiree Lindstrom. Is her last name Lindstrom?
Something
I believe
like
that's
that.
her name.
Yeah.
This young lady decided that she was going to petition the court to make her a common law wife, to be able to have control over his estate. What do you ladies think about that?
I knew that was a no-go, that wasn't going to work. That's the importance of marriage. That's for that protection alone. And, I knew it was going to get denied. So.
The state where they are, is that a common law state?
No,
Nope.
It's
Okay.
New York State, and New York State is not a common law state. Matter of fact, I think it's only, don't quote me, I think it's only 7 or 8 states that actually acknowledge common law marriage. And, women are out here saying paperwork don't matter. Paperwork does absolutely matter.
Paperwork matters.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's too bad.
So, I think it's kind of selfish of her to even try to pull off something like that. This man has 14 children. Hers makes the 15th. And you're going to try to take this man's estate? That's very selfish. What do you think?
I agree. It is selfish. It's a lot of nerve for her to come in like that, knowing that he has all these children, and then you just want to jump in on I don't think that's cool at all. It's very selfish.
I guess because she assumed, she was with him the last, I think, 6 years or something like that, 6 or 7. She had his last 3. So she assumed that people would just go along with it. And when I say people, I mean the other kids and the family. But again, it don't work that way. No wifey, no righties. No.
That's a good one. Right.
I'm trying to understand the mindset of any female that will want to be baby mama number 15.
I was just thinking
let's
that.
not say baby mama number 15.
No.
A mother or bear a child for a man that already has 14 kids. I don't care what economic group he finds himself in. What do you think he's actually going to have for the child economically and mentally? When you look at the history of DMX, love him to death, but he was not very interactive with his children. Mm-hmm. He was fighting demons. He was trying to do his own thing. He was trying to come back, and then you're just pushing out babies for him. And when you look at it, she was only his fiancé since 2019. So, ladies, that means nothing. That man met his demise, and as a fiancé, you can't even claim nobody. You can't do anything.
Nope.
So if you didn't get something while he was alive, why go through the trouble? Or I have to have some kind of burden to do it when he's gone. He didn't deem to give you anything then while he was pumping babies in you, and you were accepting that pump. So I think that she had a lot of audacity to try to do that. I think that was very disrespectful, if anything.
I agree. I don't know how she would even think that he'd be able to, like you said, it's the last baby mama or the last 3
She was
kids.
the last baby mama.
I don't know how she would think that when you lay up with somebody and clearly, hopefully you've gotten some history on them, that you know his background, you know his history. He has struggled with addiction for a long time, but yet has all these children that he's not able to care for. Again, goes into a topic we talked about some time ago about making sure you're using condoms, making sure you protect yourself. Don't have a baby know who you having babies with.
Yeah.
I don't even think a person, I don't care how rich you are, like you said, how do you equally care for that many children?
You can't. You can't. You can't.
Yeah. And being able to provide for them financially
Exactly.
is not being a quality father. Is quantity. And sometimes them kids, they just want to see you broke or not. You know, they just want to have memories. That's how memories happen when you are involved in your children's lives.
And with addiction comes a lot of risky behaviors,
True.
which means a lot of unprotected sex,
True.
and a whole lot of other stuff. So, and she had to know. I mean, you have to know that this person is struggling with, like you said, with these demons, and having these babies, and just even addiction can be hereditary. You know what I mean? So
Absolutely.
you risk the chance of these children having the same struggles.
Yep.
So. There's a lot to think about when you're just laying up with people.
And even when you say that, you should know a person's history before you get sexually involved with them, his history was out in the public.
Out there. Right.
So he couldn't trick you.
No, she knew what she was getting.
You knew.
She knew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was a media personality.
Exactly.
You could find out anything about him.
What's interesting too is that I remember he was on the Wendy Williams show in December of last year. And she asked him, one of the questions she asked was like, are you going to have, do you want any more kids? And he said, yeah, I want 2 more. He said, I want about 2 more.
Wow.
He's like, it's up to her though. And she didn't come into the screen, but, he was saying, but it's up to her though, But he wanted 2 more. And of course, nobody, we know that, our day comes. We have a birth date and a death date, but I'm pretty sure he didn't anticipate it being that soon. Right. But I remember Wendy asking him, like, when you going to marry her? You going to marry her? He's like, I'm going to marry her. Like he said it, but, they had been together for some years now, and she was just the lovely fiance.
Yeah. So he divorced Tasha in 2016, so they were with each other for, like Neisha said, maybe 6 or 7 years, and ladies, stop giving men years of your lives. Stop giving them years of your lives and then pumping out babies for them in the process. You think about her and him being a personality that it was well known. What was she trying to gain by pumping out all these babies? And what I would think of you trying to kind of like abuse. This man ain't in his right mind. This man is, trying to make his way back, and you hindering him by having these babies.
More and more kids.
Yeah. That's not a good look, Miss Desiree. Yeah. So now you have children without a father, and you should have thought about that. And like Adrianne said, hey, some diseases are hereditary, and you didn't even think about the welfare of your children. Yeah. I don't have too much more to say about this. I just wanted to bring this topic up. Paperwork does matter.
Absolutely.
It does matter.
Absolutely.
I mean, because I'm sure, like, even when he was pulled off the plug, she had no say-so. Like, someone else had to make that decision when they finally took him off life support. Right. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now, granted, her kids should be okay, just like the other kids will be too. But she gets nothing. She has no say-so. She does not get to decide how to divide the assets or whatever it is that he has, like for these albums that's coming out right now, post-mortem and all that stuff. She has no say-so because she never,
the say-so she would have had if she would have married him.
Yeah.
Because, there could have been a insurance policy, included. His Social Security, you have nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And if I could say something, in her defense just a little bit, sometimes you get with these men and you think you're going to be the one that's going to make a difference in their life.
True.
You're going to be the one to change them. You're going to be the one that's going to love him a little bit more, do something a little bit more that's going to make him get clean, or is going to make him be a different person. And maybe in her head she felt like that. But anytime you're dealing with anybody with some type of addiction, that's got to be their decision to make those changes. And I don't care how much you love them, how many babies you pump out. Having babies don't make nobody change.
And you can absolutely make a difference in a person's life by being there. But that was a little bit of what you call enabling.
Absolutely.
Yeah, enabling. And not on the drug addiction part, just adding on to the stresses of his life.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that just wraps it up for me, ladies. Did you have anything else you wanted to talk about?
I'm good.
No,
Another
that's
great
it for that.
topic.
Good topic.
Okay, and we're out. BGP.
BGP.
Until the next episode.
Bye.